floor. She entered the pool table room and she removed the attendant. She then runs to Cynthia and Mark's door, but they weren't there. Sarah then ran back into the house, screaming at Robert to call 911. But when she removed Robert's blanket, she saw he too was covered in blood. Sarah drove to her father's house on the next street to call for help. Here is part of Sarah's interview.
I ran back over into, one of the little stairs where Robert was, and I ripped because the blanket was on his head, and that's how he always sleeps. So I ripped the blanket up. And my little dead mommy was dead. So I screamed him out the front door, which the front door was not shut. The screen door was shut. The main front door that I always have locked and chained because we put a chain on it so the baby didn't get out. That was not shut. Just the screen was. So I threw him outside so we get the car, and I ran back in trying to get the key. And I couldn't find the key, so I grabbed my husband's key. I was hanging up, and I didn't even look back towards the point. I went straight into the other car and drove all the way to my dad's house because I didn't know where the phone was.
Now, just so you know, I do have all of their police interviews.
Oh my
They're on my
God.
other channel. I've got the one for Mark, the one for Cynthia, and the one for Sarah. So I'll put the link to those in the description. Go check them out after this video. Now, investigators found a hammer and a fillet knife under a sink in another detached building on the property. Both had blood on them, and they were wrapped in placemats. There was blood-soaked paper towels, and they were found in the trash outside. There was also a handwritten note by Mark. In this note, he expressed his love for Cynthia and their daughter, stating he couldn't lose them, and asked Cynthia to promise their daughter that Dad is a soldier. And now I have this note on the screen, so why don't you pause it and you can read it
That's
fully.
pretty illiterate.
Later on that day,
Didn't write
Mark
very well.
returned to the home after Cynthia's doctor appointment. He was informed about the murders. He then gave interviews to police. Mark was responsive and did not appear impaired. But this is where it gets interesting. The day after the murders, Mark's mother, Chrissy Atkins, she told Mark, look, you need to cooperate with the police. They think you did something. She told him, go take a lie detector test. And you know what he said? He said no. She then asked him, Mark, did you hurt them boys? Mark said, yes. Shortly after this confession, Chrissy went straight down to the sheriff's office. She told police,
Worst
she said,
part of
look,
all.
Mark did this. He's responsible for the murders. So then she agreed to speak to Mark again, her own son. Cynthia had made a plan. The wire, police conducted a traffic stop and arrested Mark. Mark was then transported to the sheriff's office and agreed to speak with law enforcement and provide a DNA sample.
Oh my God.
He began by detailing what he and Cynthia did that morning, which included trips to Cynthia's parents' house. They went to a convenience store. They also went to the doctor's office. Why? Well, at the time, Cynthia was pregnant. They had to confirm the pregnancy, hence going to the doctor's office. And Mark could recall in detail all the specific roads he and Cynthia traveled. Mark also described having sex with Cynthia that morning and recalled the medication Cynthia took for an upset stomach. They had sex, and then he unalived the boys, and she was supposed to unalive her sister. That's some sick, twisted shit. Here is a snippet of Mark's interview.
Sarah was supposed to, Sarah and
Terrible.
were supposed to be taking help,
This is terrible.
but Cynthia, and did you get pissed because she didn't hold up her end, but you
matter?
I want you to explain this to me. Explain to me, alright? This is what we're having a conversation about. Alright, what made you do this to these boys? What they do? What did Sarah do to you? Is it the little boys did? Is it Sarah? Is it Sarah's dad? Is it fucking Andy? Are you in a situation where you've got to defend your family because Sherry's family's trying to tear yours apart? I hear this monster that butchered these kids for no reason.
Now, Mark initially denied involvement in the murders, but after learning about the recorded conversation with his mother and being told Cynthia has kind of implicated him, he revealed their murderous plan to police. He admitted using the hammer and using it on the boys multiple times. He admitted cutting their throats with a fillet knife. Boys was sexually assaulting his daughter, and he claimed then the boys were probably having sex with Cynthia too. That is outrageous. Mark also said he thought Cynthia was covering up the boy's abuse of his daughter. He also said Cynthia was messing with his head and that she indirectly told him to unalive the boys. Mark said that he and Cynthia were using meth on the day of the murders and that he had actually been awake for 3 days.
Oh my
Mark
God.
said that the murders themselves occurred in the morning. He and Cynthia returned home after getting coffee. It was around 7 a.m. but believed that he left with the doctors at 9 a.m. He said Cynthia was outside. He was in the house. That's when he unalived the boys. He said the boys were sleeping when he attacked them.
Fucking cowards. Isn't that terrible? There's terrible people in this world. You can finish catching that. It's a true crime. True red crime. True Red Crime is the name of the channel. True Red Crime. TRURED, capital CRIME. Aunt sleeps with nephews, then forces boyfriend to kill them. Isn't that the craziest shit you ever heard? People are fucked up, man. People
Let's
are
find out
really
what
messed up. Let's see. Let's look for... It's a nice morning. Let's do this. That's not what I want. This is what I want.
One fart burns approximately 67 calories, so farting 52 times in one day can burn 1 pound of fat. Until we meet again, police hotlines and glory holes both receive anonymous tips. Until we meet again, adulthood isn't one crisis after another, it's multiple crises concurrently, all at once, all the time, forever. Until we meet again. A vampire policeman could enter your house if they had a warrant. Until we meet again. With all due respect, is the polite version of listen here, you little shit. If you're a small car. Maybe one day you'll give me a name. Maybe one day you'll give me a name. 8 times you've lived a past life, and the past life you had will shock you.
Didn't we? Anyway, it's a great day to have a great day. Hope you're having a great day out there. I'm having a great day. There they are again. There's always racing in this city. That's one thing I can say. There's two things I can say about Montgomery. It smells like a big bag of weed first thing in the morning, and there's always people racing vehicles and motorcycles and trucks. Yep, that's what they do down here in the Sweet South. It's almost hot. There's a nice little breeze blowing. My dog's laying in the cage. Yep, it's a beautiful day. Let's see what we got. Let's see.
I really don't know why you're wasting time on fucking Twitch when you should be, in transit. You should be on your way to Connecticut, or your ass is gonna end up fucked too, right? You're gonna end up with fucking goddamn violations, just like your fucking boyfriend. But hey, it's cool. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. It is what it is. Oh, crime for you, honestly. Oh yeah, yeah, you did see that? Yeah, yeah, it happens. You know, it happens. But my knife was bigger. And I'm really not scared of anything. Nothing bothers me anymore. But I'm gonna play a song, get out of here, and if they come back, I'll come back.
MC Fatty make move. MC Fatty move. Ran through aisle 22. Saw that Italian sausage and she locked onto the truth. Then the floor got slippery, meat juice on her shoe. One wild step, one big flop, and down she went. Whoa, ooh, oh, here comes the turn. Everybody made room. She grabbed that little guardrail, then the whole world too. MC Fatty me move. Down she go. MC Fatty me move. Now she limps to the floor. One leg, one peg, now she's got that pirate glow. MC Fatty me move. Shiver me, here we go. Left leg out of commission, but she keeps that grin. I know the striped bandana and the swag she's in. Rolling like a captain with a cane in a swing. She said, hand me the sausage, then she started to sing. Oh, hear the crowd, give her space, give her cheer. She lost one leg in Walmart, but she's still right here. MC Fatty me move. Down she go. MC Fatty me move. Now she limps to the floor. One leg, one peg, now she's got that pirate glow. MC Fatty me move. Shiver me, here we go. Patch on the eye, maybe a hat sitting low. She's got that bold new swagger and a tiptoe roll. From the frozen meat aisle to the deck of a ship. MC Fatty McMoo got a whole new trip.